Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you your weekly twin flame reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope that you'll stay and become a permanent addition to the Good Vibrations community. If you would like to join me on my other platforms, please go into the description box where you can find all the links to my platforms. Currently, my main platform is Instagram, and you can go to Instagram and support me there through and become a subscription member. Would love to have you there. Currently, with the subscription members, they do receive different content than my regular followers on Instagram. If you'd like to schedule a one-on-one personal reading, you can also do that. Find that information in the description box. Also, my other services, healing services. All right. All right, so we're going to start off with talking about the twin flame label, okay? I myself often find myself wishing that the twin flame label didn't exist. And the reason I feel this way is because I feel like this term has become too cluttered with unhealed projections of the collective, okay? So those of us that are currently ascending through the heart catalyst journey, and that is what the twin flame journey is, the heart catalyst journey, okay? Know that these are all shallow approximations of what this really is, okay? So, and I find this happening all the time in our society. I mean, the only way we know how to communicate is through words, you know? But we put label on top of label on top of label, okay? So it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. So too many words equal too many labels, which leads to too many limits, okay? I find it good to kind of, you know, glide through the clutter and delete what's not mine to own, okay? So basically it's part of the purging. The ego craves complication. Okay, it does. The ego craves complication. And this is something that I've been, you know, mentioning on and on and on. You know, I can give somebody, you know, a simple coaching tool, and it's not good enough for them because what they're not understanding, it's not the tool or the solution and its simplicity. It's that your ego wants you to believe that it should be more complicated than it is, okay? And the soul craves simplicity. So the ego craves complication and the soul craves simplicity. And wowzers, how true is that? As I've grown, since the day that I met my twin, or the person that I feel was part of my facilitation to this heart catalyst journey, I have changed so much about what I value, okay? I just want a very simple life, less things. I really enjoy simplicity, being out in nature, eating natural foods, you know, I crave simplicity. That is my soul talking to me. And everything else, I just get very irritated with, you know, with the complications that my ego wants to put in the way, you know? So Yeah, this is a very, very interesting energy. You know, this journey is about learning how to get back to the basics, okay? And I really, really love this because the closer I get to my soul, the more useless it feels to try and define things, okay? We have no language, and perhaps it's best not to, in order to avoid contributing to the clutter that we've been contributing to, okay? The soul has no words. It functions without words, all right? Souls understand each other. Humans are the ones that want the labels. They want to, go in that dictionary and, which another human created, and, you know, get the definitions out of the dictionary because it brings logic and awareness to situation. But again, where is that logic coming from? The mind, not the heart, because the heart already knows, the soul already knows. The soul knows what's true for you. Okay, remember, this is individual truth. So this is where the magic happens, when when your soul functions in a wordless world beyond. Okay, it's just part of the process, and this is part of the twin flame journey. And I'm looking through a lot of my old information, and I will be doing a live on my Instagram channel soon. More on the twin flame journey. I did one on kind of the dark side of the twin flame journey. Now, I'll always be talking about both the light and the dark, because our consciousness is currently experiencing a split between the dark, which is getting darker, and the light, which is getting lighter, okay? Because obviously there's a huge divide. You see it. We've seen it for, eons, but it's becoming louder and louder and louder and more visible to each of us individually since 2020, okay? Why? Because we're about to shift into a new era in a couple of years, okay? But soul recognition between twins is instant, okay? It's both instant and physical for both. And what I'm saying is your souls recognize each other instantly, okay? Not saying that your brain, okay, because that's your ego coming in. And if you ever watch humans, you can see even an enlightened human will listen to information, and some of us can retain this moment longer than others, depending on how long we've been practicing, spirituality and self-inventory, and have been on the awakening journey. Okay, some of us can retain, longer amounts of time in the 5D or 4D dimension outside of the 3D. Okay, so that's the human, the mundane plane, longer. Okay, but we're talking about each other's soul, not each other's ego. Each other's soul recognizes each other instantly. Okay, and it is the male that recognizes, okay, the female first. And how do they recognize, the female? Okay. I mean, first of all, the male recognizes the female first. The female's role is, to creating through her journey back to self, and that allows the embodiment of a physical relationship to manifest. So the male plants the seed, which is thought. Remember, the masculine, the yang energy, is represented by logic, and the female creates gestation and gives birth to the new. So there is no unawakened and awakened twin. They both know. All right. A lot of times, you know, each individual or each case is a little bit different. But one of the biggest indicators of the way that your counterpart recognizes you is through your voice, because your voice carries a frequency. And since you both have an identical frequency, when they hear that pitch or tone, it's like, oh, there she is. It's beautiful, beautiful. And in my case, that's the way it was. I walked into a building. There were, I don't know, 10 men or so in a circle. And I was very shy at that time. And I had to, you know, go up and ask them if they could help me find my manager, you know, because I'd just been hired on and was looking for my manager to schedule my training. And 10 men were in this circle. No one paid any mind to me except for one, and that one had his back turned to me, and he turned around and looked at me and said, "I will take you." And there is how my story began towards the Heart Catalyst journey. Okay. All right, so we're looking at this is currently what's happening in the masculine's energy. We have the Page of Emotions, the Priestess, and the Nine of Inspirations. I really love this what's going on with this divine masculine energy, okay? I mean, look at that heart catalyst awakening that's happening, okay? They are swimming in their emotions. Just swimming in their emotions. I love it, love it, love it. I'm just like, wow. They are feeling very passionate too during this time frame. They are tapping in very much so into their intuition, okay? And I really love this for them too, because they're really connecting to both their lower and upper chakras, I'm seeing here, okay? Because we have the upper, the heart, the third eye, you know, is really opening up right now. You see there's beams of light coming out from her heart and from her third eye. So this is a big deal that's happening here, okay? So I love this for your person and what they're currently experiencing, or your divine masculine. And something that came out yesterday on my energy check-in for the divine masculine and the divine feminine, I believe it was the feminine who's receiving information through her hands, her palms, okay? And I find in this reading, the divine masculine is mimicking that energy, okay? And I feel like most of the information, the downloads, whatever's, you know, happening within the palms is happening through the receiving end. So probably the left hand, I believe. But this is why I feel that, you know, typically the Nine of Inspirations is the Nine of Wands energy, and that's the wounded warrior energy. And I do believe that the divine masculine is still working through that warrior, wounded warrior energy. And I don't think it's an individual energy. I feel like it's a collective, you know, because this has been going on time after time, eons after eons, generations after generations, and you know, so I feel here that the divine masculine is stepping out of that energy. And look at, I mean, these are, obviously female based cards, but look at how this woman is walking forward easily, with ease and beauty. And look at her posture. Okay, this is no wounded warrior. This is a warrior coming out. And I believe that in the other reading, masculines work are coming out. They're going through a phoenix transformation. So I really love this energy. I see all the chakras here. I see the sacral. I see the root. I see the solar, the green. There's your heart. There's pink. So there's your heart again. Your throat chakra. Your third eye, maybe not so much. Yeah, and then this color could, easily fall into more of a purplish color for your crown chakra. So I see a lot of current balance within this masculine energy. So I like that for him. I like all the glow up he's going through. I mean, look at the heart, the third eye, and the palm of his hands. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And look here, this is the 9 of inspirations, okay? There's mountains in the back, or canyons, so your person may live where there's, formations of canyons or, mountains like Sedona, so Arizona, Utah, Nevada, possibly New Mexico. But look at this. There's 2 pillars right here. This person came through the pillars, walked the path. Look at their posture. They're standing strong, okay? Their throat chakra, their third eye, their crown chakra, their heart is forward. Beautiful, beautiful posture here. So one of the things about tarot, they do, all these cards have specific meanings. And as I've obviously been using tarot cards for a while, of course I've memorized their meaning. It's not really tarot is really not intuitive. You can literally, everyone can learn what every card means. However, I'm more of an intuitive reader. So I also blend in what I'm seeing intuitively, okay? And your person's also receiving symbols, a lot of symbols. These are runes, so maybe the masculine energy is learning how to read runes. That's, maybe they're more connected to that esoteric style, or a style of divination. Because the 9 of Wands would typically not typically would not look so beautiful, but this is a beautiful coming out, a beautiful celebration of walking through the depths of hell and coming out standing, in such a beautiful posture. Even with the sand being here after long periods of drought. And walking through sand can be pretty intense. All right, so here we have the Muse of Materials for the Divine Feminine. I love this. The illustration in these cards are absolutely beautiful. I rarely use them, but I should use them more. I just love the illustrations. And then we have the Fool. Wow, beautiful. So the feminine is definitely walking through both worlds a lot. Okay, she's coming in and out from the mundane 3D world where you see the sand, but you see this climbing the ladder. Okay, there's like a ladder that connects her there. And I think this is a representation of all the work that she's had to do to balance herself out and create a I'm sorry, my throat has been weird, and if you guys hear my fan in the back, well, my AC broke and I have to order a new AC unit. So I am trying to record as early as possible so that I'm not like recording in the heat. I'm grateful that it broke during this fall time frame, but I still live in Florida, and it's pretty hot here. Okay, so wow, I really love this. I just love this. What I'm feeling is so good. Okay, so Muse of Materials. Look, okay, there's like two people. All right, so you may literally have two guides, feminine energies around you that are helping you cross the bridge. Okay, and I really love this because I had a soul connection or a soul reading, and basically that's what I do. It's part of my journey to help people cross over the bridge, but basically to come out of their shadows, to be seen, and then I take them to the higher levels of consciousness. And this is exactly what's happening here. I mean, I'm just, and what I really love about this is she's not looking backwards, she's only looking forward. Okay, she is crossing that bridge, and you know what, this bridge is suspended. Okay, and it's a wooden bridge, so it's a bridge that probably moves and sways, so it can be a little bit scary, but there's no movement here. She herself is walking very strong and postured, okay, and deciding to move forward in her own knowing. She knows, that she must cross this bridge, and she's not afraid because she knows that she's protected. All right, and that people are lighting the way. You can't see here, but there's like little lights down here. There's people lighting the way. All right, and here you can't see because of the shadows, but it's such beautiful cards. This is a tree and a tree here. So the feminines really need to get their hands dirty. This is talking about dirt magic, okay? Get out there, get your magic on, play, plant, okay? Play in the dirt, plant, do whatever you can, okay? But this is also talking about creating a journey of prosperity, okay? This is talking about providing for those that you love, but it's also talking about the joy of life well lived. And this is something that's very, very, very important to recognize, okay? Because I find on this journey, when we first start out and we're listening to mass information, you're hearing, oh, you will be reunited, and then everyone wants to be with their twin flame, and because they're just so obsessed with this one person that may or may not be their twin flame, but they don't know how treacherous and how grueling it is to truly be on this journey, okay? They want to reconcile with this person within 3 months, 6 months, and a year. And again, time's an illusion. And I can say that over and over and over, but humans will still want to ask, but when are we going to reconcile? Well, if time's an illusion, are you going to really get an accurate time frame? Because what you have to understand, the split between, the mundane time and the time of the heavens is completely different. Time is moving at a very fast speed where they're at, and where we're at, it hasn't caught up to us. It's moving at a frickin' turtle rate. Why? Because humans in their physical bodies at this present moment, okay? This is in the present moment, will not, because they are so freaking stubborn, will not change quickly enough to connect to the same time frame as the heavens, okay? We can't get mad at the time when it's really us holding ourselves back. And then we have the Six of Emotions here. So the feminine energy may be thinking a lot about the past, maybe her childhood, maybe, you know, spending a lot of time, you know, just thinking, feeling nostalgic. You know, I feel like the feminine really wants to live a happy, joyous life. She's tired of this intense, dense, painful, sorrow, dark, night of the soul energy. She wants to take a leap of faith and discover something different, something that feels good to her. But remember, it's the ego that's creating this complication for both the feminine and the masculine, because the soul is craving simplicity. And you can see this. The Muse of Materials is saying, I crave simplicity here on earth, and I can receive this by crossing the bridge and understanding I have nothing to fear, that my guides are lighting the way. Okay, I understand that I have to move forward, you know, or that to move forward, I must take a leap of faith. I must take a risk, and I must trust that I have a loyal companion by my side, guiding me along the way. So she may just be feeling nostalgic about the things that she has to leave behind. Okay, really, your purpose is not to heal. Okay, healing will happen naturally. Your soul purpose, again, here's the simple description. You want to know what your life purpose? It's not to be a doctor. It's not to be a healer. It's not to be a tarot reader. It's not to be a spiritual coach, or you know, somebody that works in spirituality, or, you know, teaching, or any of those things. It's to enjoy your life. Now, if any of the above bring you joy and happiness, then do it, because that's your life purpose. My motto is, I get paid to be me. Okay? All right, we have divine timing. This card was very important because it was at the bottom of the deck before I shuffled the deck. And then after I shuffled it, it came out again. So here's that white energy that I was looking for, you know, consciousness. But the yellows also are connected to the solar plexus, but as well to the Christ consciousness energy. Keyword, Christ consciousness energy, okay? It's an energy, not a person. Everything is timing. Some journeys we travel alone, others together. Don't give up hope. We are where destiny has placed us and where spirit has deemed us the most effective in the life for each other. Trust in the higher calling. Absolutely. And that's what I'm talking about. You get so much mass information with this label on the twin flame, that people don't understand. It's almost sacrificial. Okay. Why we would sign up for this, I have no freaking idea. Okay. But we've got to trust in the higher calling. You know? Yep, here we go again. Trust your process. All that unfolds in front of you is destined to occur for each twin. A door of awakening has happened for you. Trust your heart's direction and walk through. Through this door awaits answers to your self journey of love. And of course, the whole journey is about self-love. But one thing that I've noticed as a spiritual coach and healer, you know, because I offer both mentoring and healing services, is people get really freaking crazy about self-love. So they go from one spectrum to the other, and that's what all humans do. And they get so crazy trying to heal, you know, and providing self-love for themselves that they stress themselves out. Again, why? Because they stepped into the ego, and the ego is trying to complicate your healing journey and your self-care journey. Okay, your soul is the one that's craving the simplicity. Okay, so that's where people get things twisted. And then we have tears. Wow, yeah. The closer I move to me, the closer I come to you. My tears are an expression of who I am in joy and sorrow. From the well of emotions, I release things that don't serve my highest good. You are reminded of this, so let go and allow the tears to flow. Absolutely. Allow yourself to cry. Why? Because crying is purging. Crying is purging. It's beautiful. It's clearing, and it's the easiest way to rid yourself of toxins that are stuck in your body is through the tears. Okay? I think my cat's outside trying to cry and get in. All right, we have Mara's. I can validate our love in 3D. I can't validate our love in 3D until I understand our spiritual love in the 5D. Give me time to explore this aspect so that I can be a strong spiritual partner for you. And that's the thing, the process for both. It doesn't matter the masculines and the feminines. It's been, you know, some of them have needed a long time. Some people that are on the twin flame journey needed 20 years of separation in the mundane world to explore this concept, okay? And if you hear, 20 years and you don't like it, I mean, that's, your own prerogative. You cannot like it. I don't like it, but it doesn't change the fact that the storyline for everyone's a little bit different here, okay? It's not the same storyline for everyone in this personal, individual, elusive lifetime. And where I use the word elusive because it's all an illusion that we're learning how to navigate through. Then we have the number 11. I'm assessing past life wisdom. It's helping me understand things with a new perspective. So we have here 111. So you guys may be seeing 111, okay? And I would take that as a message. Yes, it's an angel number, but please remember that angel numbers, again, our society wants to simplify as much as possible. And most of our collective, can agree that there are angels. And because people will believe that, they're going to call them angel numbers. But this is a frequency, okay? This is a frequency download that's coming through as a symbol, an energy for you. And then we have, don't judge this, just surrender. I know it's triggering, but from a higher perspective, it's clearing energy and bringing us closer together. Yeah, and then you also, some of you may be seeing 911. Too many came out, so I'm going to do it one more time. And union. I feel our energy merging together as if it has a life of its own. We are becoming one again. And I love this, you know, just overall for all of us. If you look at a pattern here, I mean, definitely the gateway energy of 1111 is all in these cards because you have 11, 11, 1 over here. So 11, 11 is definitely, which is a number, you know, 11 is a number of mastery. And it's very interesting because, you know, some people have the number 11 as their, what's it called? Life path number, and they get really excited, and this is the ego kicking in. Oh, I'm so special because I have the number 111. Yes, I'm being a little bit sarcastic, and I apologize for that. I can be that way. Raw and authentic. Remember authenticity, and and what it is that you have more. When you have this number 11 within your energy imprint, it means you're here to master something. And it's, you know, usually like self-mastery or, you know, self-inventory. You know, it is geared towards being pushed at a higher level by your spiritual team. Okay. So it doesn't mean that you're extra special, but you are special, okay? Because your journey is going to require you. It's a higher journey. I mean, I don't like to say this word, but it's a journey that may bring you a lot of obstacles and hardships and that kind of stuff to push you. Because currently, the learning system that humans learn through is through pain, okay? And that's part of the illusion. But I'm getting close to the end here because this video has gotten long, okay? So that's for another day on how pain is part of separation, okay? We feel this pain because we are still believing in the illusion and lie that we are separated, and that's why we are in pain and experiencing it as a projection presently within our own individual physical bodies, okay? Because your soul is pushing, you know, and craving the simplicity, and your ego is complicating everything along the way, okay? Bringing those pains on, creating that separation, the illnesses, you know, you name it. We have Aquarius showing up, Cancer showing up, Libra showing up, Leo showing up, Gemini showing up, and Virgo showing up, okay? So that could be your person's initials, yours. We have a Doug in the house, so D-O-U-G. Did I get that right? Sometimes I make mistakes. If you're a long-time follower, you will figure it out. All right. Somebody may be born in the year of the ox. Taurus didn't show up, but I would associate ox to Taurus. maybe just stubborn as an ox, and that's part of the soul complication. Okay, your ego wants you to be stubborn. Okay, why does it want you to be stubborn? Because it wants to keep you separated from your soul. And the more stubborn you are about opening your mind, looking at, you know, different ways of thinking, doing things that are healthy for you and would help you on your self-love and self-care journey, you know, your ego wants to complicate this whole process, okay, so that it can wear you down and keep you stuck and sick the rest of your lifetime here in the physical plane. Then we have owl. Okay, so your person could be a teacher, or maybe very wise, very inspirational, very intelligent. Okay, we do have Mick, so that could be somebody's name. We have Mo, Tim and Tom. We could have Timmy, Tommy. Utah showing up, Illinois, Texas showing up. I haven't seen Texas in a while. Or no, I probably have. Wyoming. We do have... No. We have Dig, DM. Maybe some of you are digging up some information about your DM, trying to find out what they're up to. Remember, not every person that is on the labeled twin flame journey is truly on the twin flame journey. Sometimes we're digging up on information for, you know, people who are probably karmic, or, you know, definitely going to be leaving our energy after we learn our lesson. I'm going to end with this, okay? I just saw 4141 as well. I mean, sorry, 4040, but 4141 might be some for somebody. Okay, we have duo, D-U-O. I feel like your person feels like you make a good duo. I'm getting that you are opposites, okay? Obviously, if you really think about it, if somebody is truly in their divine masculine energy, okay, they're going to be opposite of you. They're going to anchor in the protection, the foundation, and the stability, and then the divine feminine is going to anchor in the upper chakras, which is going to bring in the nurturing, okay, the love, the softness to the connection, okay? But what do we have here? I got you. Please remember that learning to navigate through this heart catalyst journey is to understand that whether or not the person who facilitated your awakening or not is your twin flame or not, that your true twin flame, even if you are in separation through the illusions of the eyes of the human experience, they've got you, okay? Your true twin flame's energy, your essence, your souls, you have each other, okay? You have each other. I got you. And so it is. So please remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that like button. I love you guys.